Aha, a box arrived. Okay, Toby, what's inside? What's in the box? I got some baby on board signs. It came in a pack of 4. 2 went to Brian and Ashley. 1's for my car, and 1 I'm sending up to Scott and his Christmas stuff. Got a phone case, because the one I have is getting older and stretching out of. I got some red thermal underwear, in case I go up to Canada. What else? Oh, and batteries. I thought it said LR44. But, upon closer inspection, not the same size. So I took the magnifying glass under bright light and I looked at the number on there. It's LR41. So I have to get 2 of those at least for the electronic thermometers. If you're squeamish, look away now and I'll let you know when you can look. Alright, look away now. This is my thumb. When I unwrapped at the doctor's office, that area that looks real light colored is the flap. Apparently I got to it in time. Okay, now you can look. If you are squeamish, you can look now because it's, I don't know, maybe not because it's my face now. Ah! I managed to get the bandage off while the doctor was getting the supplies ready. Even had sutures just in case, because neither one of us had seen it. I wrapped it up immediately without even looking at it. I mean, just squeezed it and wrapped it up real tight. Kept my hand elevated for a long time because it was bleeding like crazy. So I didn't even know what it looked like till I unwrapped it. I kind of had an idea what it looked like, but I freaked out and I wrapped it up last night. So I'm glad I did. I'm glad it didn't get any worse or anything. It hurts when you press on it, or if I have to grab something or bend my thumb. He cleaned it off, and he put what they call surgical glue, which is like super glue, on there to close it. He said, let that dry for a minute, and then I'll wrap it up. And it dried and they wrapped it up. Yay! Also, the medicine, my blood pressure can't be taken accurately today because of all this cold and stuff. It really affects the blood pressure. But they did take the blood pressure a couple different times and it was not bad. It was really not bad. So I think without all this cold and crapola, I think I'm going to be doing pretty good when I get this all cleared up. He listened to my heart and he looked up my nose and he says, well, you sound congested. And I told him what I'd done and what I'd taken. Even I told him about the veterinarian amoxicillin, in which he makes a face, but then he says, okay. He goes, how do you know if it's the right strength? And I told him. I think he knows I used to code medical records and how we used to always self-diagnose each other. Because we had to know the same thing that nurses did, and except we didn't touch patients, we coded records. So, yeah, he said, he gave me a prescription for some super duper nasal spray. It's supposed to have all kinds of stuff in it. And when I went to buy it today at Walgreens, the guy said, okay, this one is like a refill of my other prescription. This one is $12.95 and this one is $75. I said, what? I said, that's got to be that nasal spray stuff. I said, I can't afford that. $75 for nasal spray? I said, I'll just go home and use salt water. And he goes, well, wait a minute. And he was pushing a bunch of numbers on the computer, and he goes, oh, $15. Is that more like it? And I said, yeah, it's more like it. I don't know what he did between 75 and 15. Do other people in this country have the same issues, same problem, or do they just blindly, here's my credit card, I can't do that. But do they? I don't know. even if I were a millionaire, I'd still be living carefully. $1 million can go just as quickly as $10. Yeah. So, let's see. It took me forever in the afternoon. I stopped by and got some fabric at the fabric store to cover a wedge-shaped pillow that I ordered. It's supposed to come Monday. I figured it's a slight wedge of 7 inches. I don't know what the percentage, 33% slope, that you put your pillows on top of and you lay on top of it. That way you're sleeping at a slight elevation. It's supposed to help you from snoring, and whenever you have flu or cold or whatever, it's supposed to help that, post-nasal drip and all that other crap. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll have to wash the fabric before then. And at first I stopped at Goodwill to see if they had a sheet, because I knew I was going to get this pillow and some really nice sheets. I wanted to cover it with some nice cloth sheet or something. They didn't have any, so I went down the street to Salvation Army, where I got the brown swivel chair last year for $25. And they didn't seem to have it. They had like pre-packaged already brand new sheets, and I thought, no. But I did find something else. Ta-da! It's a Mercury, which I think is a really cheap brand. But the thing that I ordered through Amazon that's blue, it's a slight bit smaller and it doesn't stay in tune. This one does stay in tune. So the blue one I think I'll sell on Craigslist or something. Because Christmas is coming and somebody might want to buy it for their little kid or something. Yeah. So I got a second fabric, like a thick upholstery fabric. It was in the 40% off pile or something, and it was just slightly over a yard and a quarter, but she gave it to me for a yard price. I'm going to make like a little bit of a cover so I can, it doesn't get dusty and I can carry it around in the cover or something. I don't know. Which means I got to start practicing all the stuff around here. I'm going to try to learn ukulele, and I only know 2 songs on the guitar. One is House of the Rising Sun. That one I know the best. See, I can't grab stuff without hurting my thumb. And I stopped at this pizza place. They have bread stuffed with cheese. This bread is this friggin' thing that's barely 8 inches, 9 inches long, costs $9. It's stuffed with feta cheese and spinach. I've had it before. I tasted it before. It's really good. That and a Pepsi is what's for supper. And Pepsi, feel free to sponsor me. I like Pepsi. Always have. I'm a Pepsi generation. And then it comes on the night before Trash Day. The News Mirror, Yucaipa, Calamasa News Mirror, and it tells stuff in here about trick-or-treating and the kids and upcoming things at the Civic Center or whatever, and churches and sports. Surely. Sometimes it has coupons in there, and the last page usually tells you about, come on you, the whole day's been like that. I'll tell you in just a sec. Oh, wow, there's a lot of garage sales coming up. It's called Cut It Out and Go. It's divided by Yucaipa, Calamasa, and Redlands. These are the Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. These are people that are having garage sales this weekend. So I'll look it up on a map. I have an idea of something that I'll be looking for. It's not important because what I have is working, but I'll be looking for it. First of all, what was I going to tell you? Yeah, I'm going to try to learn some ukulele. I don't know. And try to brush up on the guitar and let Spencer see it sometime when I'm ready for him to do it. It cost me $20. So I don't know if it's a good or bad or mediocre. It looks like it might have been repaired before where the neck joins the body. But from when I got in the store, I was going bing, bing, bing on the strings, and it was one string was just slightly off tune. So I tuned it, and then later on I went across it again. It holds its tune. And that crappy one I got off Amazon does not. I'm going to put a warning in there when I put it on Craigslist that it's basically for a kid. You know, don't expect too much. I'm going to charge $20 for it. It's only $20. It was like $40 or something on Amazon, and it would have cost me that much to send it back. So I thought, well, shoot, I'll just sell it for $20. You know, and it's in my room, and I think I'll do that. I'll list it. I'm not sure. I guess if someone's interested, we'll figure out how to exchange the $20 for the guitar. I don't know. Gonna have supper. Gotta clean this area up a little bit because tomorrow's my day with Spence. And he always gets into everything. He loves getting into stuff in here. So I have to pick up all the sharp things. Scissors, because he goes for that first. He finds a sewing spool with a needle and thread in it. And anything that could be harmful, he finds. Oh, I'm going to tell you about my day. That's what it was. I get up. I thought I had set the alarm to wake me up in enough time to have breakfast and have a leisurely breakfast and then go off to the doctor. I had to leave by 10 to get to the doctor on time. It was 9:45. I get up and I'm in the kitchen and I'm making coffee and I'm going to make some cornmeal mush, and I look up at the clock and I thought, is that after 9 right before 10? Oh my God. So I just took a couple sips of coffee and I crammed a piece of bread, which this is the other half of it. Brushed over my teeth and grabbed the purse. I couldn't find the purse. Couldn't find my purse. I left it in the car, in the garage. Oh my God, that took 5 minutes. Then from here to the highway takes 3.5 minutes. But in front of me, 2 cars in front of me, was this giant truck with spools of tubing going about 2 miles an hour, and I keep looking at the clock going, come on, I'm going to be late. When I get on the highway, there's 4 lanes. Slowest, next slowest, next, and the fastest. This lane is one that the trucks are supposed to be in. But there were trucks in all 3 of these lanes, and this lane had one truck, a pickup truck, going barely the speed limit. And it's like, oh, come on, man. So it took a while to get to the turnoff. And then I'm going down the turnoff street, and some corner was being worked on, so they had a 4-way stop blinking sign. I'm like, oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? And it was like that all the way to the doctor. All the way. But it was cool. They weren't busy today, and I was seen, and doctor's real nice and everything. Told the doctor the joke of the week. He liked it. He says, I always could use a good joke. It's the one with the arm that was ripped off. So I stopped at the fabric store on the way back and Goodwill and all that crap. And then I stopped by Walgreens to pick up my medicine. It cost way too much. And I went by Domino's and got this cheese bread thing. And I got home and I played, Brian and Spence were in the backyard. And Spence and I played race cars. We have these little Matchbox type cars. And a truck that unfolds. And you can race down the track, you know, and all that. We were playing race cars for about an hour. And it was about time for Mama to come home. And it was starting to get dark. So I said, let's put the trucks away. I said, no, it's getting dark. We gotta put the trucks away. You were getting tired of racing the cars. Okay. Then he wanted to go in my car so he could turn the turn signals on and hear him go click, clock, click, clock, click, clock. And it was getting dark, and so I put up, we put all these little cars in the truck to put away, and we were counting the cars. He can count up to 6 and lickety split, and he's only 2. We didn't have to know how to count till 10 till we were 5. And then, you know, you have to reason with him. Daddy had all his little inflatables in the backyard blown up. Slimer and Stay Puft and 2 of the demon dogs or whatever they are. And he said he's going to leave them up for a week because he didn't get them up till late and the winds were bad and all that. He's going to enjoy them before he takes them down. Yeah. So Mommy came home and they went in and I came in and here we are. 7 o'clock. Will I get this up now or later? Probably later because I'm going to eat now. I'll have to take some pain pills for this because it's going to hurt. I don't know. I got to figure out how I'm going to wash dishes and how I'm going to do laundry because I have to use my hands. And I can't squeeze things out with this hand because that hurts. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it. One thing I like to do is take salsa dance lessons. Salsa, cha-cha, you know, that kind of Latin type stuff. It's like sexy. My old boyfriend could do it. He really has some good moves in every way. And I want to learn how to dance like that. It just seems sexy to me. Maybe that's why Hispanics have so many children, because their dancing is so sexy. Right? Argentinian tango? Woo-woo. Shut up, Shirley. Eat your damn bread. Get your shit together and go to bed. Yeah, I have to put the trash out too. They've got the buckets at the curb already. Gotta go. Upward and onward.